The 2025 NBA playoffs was okay. It was okay. The Oklahoma City Thunder in a Game 7 that was competitive for the most part, unlike the other Game 7s. How many Game 7s were there this postseason? 3? And 2 of them were fucking blowouts. Even the final Game 7 of the NBA playoffs, final game of the NBA season, turned into a blowout going into the fourth quarter. At the end of the third quarter, things started to get out of hand, and then Oklahoma just ran away with it. How many blowouts happened this postseason? I posted a YouTube short of Michael Jordan making plays in the fourth quarter against the Grizzlies. At the time, I think they were the Vancouver Grizzlies. I titled it An Example of a Superstar Making Plays in the Fourth Quarter. And a couple of fanboys who never took the time to watch any 80s or 90s basketball commented on the video, said, more like overrated 90s defense. Yeah, no contest at all. You know. So, fucking fanboys, people who never took the time to watch any 80s or 90s basketball to see how good these guys played. But yet, you had what? 10 blowouts this postseason? Game 7s, teams who stole one on the road and put themselves in a good opportunity to go back home 2-0. Just said, fuck it. You know, we got one. We'll just not show up. Teams having the opportunity to close out teams on the road, saying, fuck it. We'll just close them out on our home floor. So it's okay if we get our asses kicked. Cleveland running through Miami. Indiana blowing out Cleveland in game 4. Wasn't Indiana in the 60s before halftime and Cleveland was in the 30s? Wasn't it like 80 something to 30 at one point in the game? But the defense nowadays is so much better. Yeah. I picked OKC to win it because I felt like they were the more complete team in the tournament. The more I watched them, I just felt like they had it all. We saw LeBron James choke once again, the GOAT, not show up in the fourth quarter. You expect the 40-year-old man to lead a team to a championship? Cancel your channel, bro. Yes, I do. I do expect the 40-year-old man, who is the GOAT, as you all claim he is, the greatest of all time, to win championships. Because that's what GOATs do, right? They do the impossible. They do the unthinkable. LeBron James in his 40s winning championships at this age? Yes, I expect him to do that. The 40-year-old guy who still starts in playoff games. The guy who load manages to help save his energy, protect his body, be more durable at the end of the season. Anthony Edwards, the guy who sort of got me back into basketball. I got the league pass because of him. Kept hearing about this dude. He didn't really show up. He talks a lot of shit, saying that he's the truth and he wants to compete and go against the best, but yet you don't show up. But the playoffs was okay because the refs got the fuck out of the way, and that was refreshing to see. These guys actually being allowed to play and fight for rebounds, get physical with one another. That was like the only exciting part for me, was just seeing these guys play basketball and not have the refs blow the whistle every 35 seconds for some minor ticky-tack foul. I still think the 3-ball is a problem. It really is a problem. When teams are down big, they're still trying to look for that home run play, which is the 3-ball. Jacking up threes rather than work for an easy shot. Teams blowing leads, Boston Celtics, still jacking up threes rather than move the ball around, look for a mid-range shot. The first 2 games in the Eastern Conference semifinals against the Boston Celtics and the Knicks, those first 2 games should have been blowouts, but they choked. Then the third game, that was a blowout. But the defense nowadays is better. When teams are down big, they finally get within striking range. They get within 4 points, 3 points. They'll look for that 3-ball rather than try to get an easier shot and cut it to 2 or 1. Still jacking up threes. I just think that kills a team's chances of winning. It can help a team win, but it can also be a detriment to a team as well. It can hurt a team's chances of winning. I thought the playoffs was okay. Usually I come on here and shit on this product because I think it's shitty, which I still do for the most part. But it was okay. Look at that. Me saying something positive about the NBA. It was okay. It was okay.